So, as Miss Lee said, today is the story of Max Found Two Sticks. So this story, when I was reading it the first time, I thought, okay, this is a really fantastic story about rhythm. And so we start right away with the rhythm of our breath. So what we are going to do is we are making our inhale when the air goes in through the nose, through the lungs, the same length as the air that comes back out when you exhale, when you breathe out. So sit down, crisscross applesauce, and if you like, you can sit on a pillow. And then get your yoga glue stick and put it on your hands, all right? Put a lot of glue on it, a lot of glue. And then rub your hands, put that glue everywhere. And then put the glue underneath your bottom. And then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And now you are glued down. And then imagine a string attached again to the top of your head, remember? And somebody, maybe crouch a little, somebody is pulling you all the way up and you sit really tall. So that way we have a lot of space in our chest, in our lungs. So this breath is called bear breath, like the bear that sleeps in the wintertime in his cave. So let's do this together. Have your hands ready, and we count to 4 when we inhale, then we pause, we don't breathe at all, and then we exhale for 4 times and we pause, don't breathe at all, and then we inhale for 4 times. Okay, so we're going to do that a couple of times. Now, sit tall and have your hands ready, and we count while we inhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. 2 more times. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. No breathing. Then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. And then inhale and come back to your normal breathing. So while we were doing that, maybe you feel now a little bit calmer. Maybe you can concentrate onto our story. Our story begins in a street in Brooklyn, New York. And Max is sitting on his doorstep. I'm going to read it a little. It was a day when Max did not feel like talking to anyone. He just sat on his front steps and watched the clouds gather in the sky. Now, let's lift the head, look all the way up towards the sky, and then we're going to turn over to one side, maybe bring the hands with us and look up towards the sky. And then we turn to the other side, bring the hands over to this side, look up towards the sky, and then bring the hands back down. And I don't know if you do that sometimes, but when I look up into the sky and I see clouds, sometimes they look like shapes, like animals. Sometimes they look like big, houses or castles. So Max looked up in the sky and he saw these clouds. Get ready, because the first animal we see in the clouds is a cow. So come onto your hands and your knees, and we drop the belly and we lift the head, and you can even make the cow sound. And right behind the cow, who comes floating but a cat? So round your back and make that scary cat and Halloween and maybe even a sound. Meow. And then lift your head and drop the belly. Moo. And then round your back, that cat pose. And then find that in between. And we look up into the sky, and what do we see but a cloud that looks like a dog? Tuck your toes under and lift your hips all the way up towards the sky. And what does the dog sound like? Everybody make a dog sound. Any dog sound. A big dog, a small dog, a very nice dog, or maybe an angry dog. And then come back onto your knees. And we look up into the sky. And what do we see next? What we see? A dragon. Oh, come onto your knees. Put the hands onto your hips. Put one foot forward. Put the hands onto your knees. And then lift your arms all the way up. Oh, that's a big dragon. And he even makes a dragon breath like this. Can you do that with me? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hands back down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Back onto your knees, and then lift the other foot forward, and then lean forward. Put both hands onto the knees and push the knee away. Then lift one arm, and then lift 2 arms. And the dragon breath is coming now. One more time. Stick the tongue out. Wow, that was a very big dragon. The next thing, that looks like a mermaid. So put your feet to the side like this and hold on to your feet. Can you do that? And one hand is on the side, and here you can see your mermaid tail, your fish tail. Lift your arm all the way up and then come into a beautiful mermaid stretch. And then put your arm back down and then swing your fishtail all the way up and to the other side. Oh, yes, I can see you doing that. Beautiful. Put your hands onto your ankles and lift the arm up. And then we stretch to the side and we come into our mermaid stretch to the side. Beautiful. And then come back down. Sit crisscross applesauce. Let's see what happened next in the story. A strong breeze shook the tree in front of his house, and Max saw 2 sticks, 2 heavy sticks, falling down to the ground. All right, let's do house pose first. We stand up. It's going to be a big house in Brooklyn, all right? So now open your feet a little bit, like this. And then we lift the arms all the way up and put the hands together to make this big roof. And maybe you can come onto your tippy toes. Make
We don't actually what they pull out of the press.
Guys, I hear something. All right, go back down. Down from the tippy toes, bring the hands right beside you. All right, now we make the tree. Maybe you remember the tree pose. Put your hands onto your hips, right? And then one foot goes on top of the other. Yes, I can see you guys. You look fantastic. Put your hands in front of your chest. And then for a moment, just imagine your roots growing down deep into the earth. And you become that big, strong tree. You are so big and strong that your branches are reaching high up into the sky. And there's this wind coming and it's blowing the branches of the tree from one side to the other. Are you getting wobbly? Are you falling down? No, you do not. You have those strong roots. Bring your hands back together in front of your chest. Put the foot back down. Put your hands back onto your hips. And now we try the same thing on the other side. Now, bring the weight into the other leg. One foot on top of the other. And then if you like, hands in front of your chest. And you can definitely stay here. If that other tree felt a little wobbly, stay here. Now again, imagine roots growing deep down into the earth out of your other foot. And you become a strong, strong tree and your branches are growing up high into the sky. And there again is that strong wind blowing through that street in Brooklyn. And bring your hands back onto your hips and then come onto the mat, or I was not on the mat, come onto your feet again and we jump into the air, okay? After 3. 1, bend your knees. 2, bend a little more. 3, jump. Yes, I saw you. Now, 2 branches, 2 sticks fell down onto the ground. Come onto your knees. We're coming into stick pose. We are making 2 beautiful sticks. Now, onto the knees. Then stretch one foot, one leg out to the side. And then bring your hand all the way down to the floor and lift your arm up high. That is our stick pose. And if you like, you can bring your arm over your head. Whoa. Yes, I know that's a bit tricky, right? But you're doing fantastic. Now, put the hand back onto your hip, come back up, and then back onto the knees. Now, the same thing on the other side because we got 2 sticks, right? Stretch out your other leg, and then bring the hand slowly down onto the floor and lift your arm up. Long, strong, big, heavy stick. You can lift your arm over your head, but you don't have to. You can leave it up here. Awesome. Now, bring the hands back and then come back onto the knees and then sit down. Let's see what's happening next. What are you going to do with those sticks? Max's grandpa asked as he washed the front windows. Let's come all the way up and we open up the windows, right? So stand up and then we bring the hands in front of our chest and we lift the hands over our heads. And then we bring the arms to the side and we open the windows. So come all the way down and then we lift the windows. Look, we're coming halfway up, halfway hands onto the knees. And then exhale forward. Now we open the second window. Inhale halfway up. Exhale forward. And now we open the last window. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale forward. And then bring the arms to the side and we lift all the way up. Max's grandpa was washing the windows. Now, let's open up the feet again and we come into a side stretch because we need to reach in all the corners of all the windows, right? One or both hands onto your hips and then reach one hand all the way up and come into a side bend. Try to reach the corner of the window and we gotta wash that. And then over to the other side. Reach the left arm and wash the right corner of the window. Maybe you've seen it the other way around. Maybe for you it's the left corner, right? All right. So then we come into chair pose. So come hands onto your hips and sit down in your invisible chair right behind you. So Max did not say a word. Max tapped on his thigh. Pat, patat. Let's do that. Pat, patat. Pat, patat. Pat, patat. Pat, patat. Ooh, pat, patat. pat. I can see you. Pat, pat. Very good. Now stand up. And we sit back. No, we don't sit back down. Yes, we sit back down because what happened next was patter, patter, pat, tat, tat. His rhythm imitated the sound of the pigeons startling into flight. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare our wings for flying. And we do that with the rhythm, right? So one hand goes onto your arm and we do patter, patter, pat, 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 patter, patter, pat, pat, pat. Very good. Now the other side. Can you feel the tingling? This arm is ready to fly, right? But the other arm, oh no, no, no energy. No, come on, let's do this. Patter, 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 patter. Can you feel it? Both arms are ready to fly. Yes, I can see your wings are ready. Now let's come into airplane pose, but we call it pigeon pose for today, okay? So now, this is a tricky one, all right? So we come on to one foot in the front and one foot in the back. And you can keep that foot down all the time. You don't have to lift that up. But do you feel the energy in your arms? You are ready to fly. I'm going to do it like this. You can see it better. And then we lift the arms and we are flying like pigeons. And if you like, you can lift your back leg. And maybe you can move your arms like pigeon wings. I can still feel my arms sizzling with energy, right? Now, let's do the same thing on the other side. So put your other foot back, right? And you can keep the toes down. Absolutely fine. Feel your wings moving. And if you like, you can hold still and fly like those pigeons. You can move your arms or you can hold them still. Breathe. And then slowly come back down. Oh, my arms still feel really good. Now sit back down. When Max's mother came home, carrying new hats for his twin sisters, she asked, "What are you doing with Grandpa's cleaning buckets, son?" But Max responded by patting the bucket. Tap, tap, tap. Now make a big cleaning bucket, right? So you put your feet together and we're gonna make this really big round cleaning bucket. So now we're gonna tap on those legs, right? Get your sticks ready and we're gonna do maybe one side first, right? So we start up here and we go tap, 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 tap. Now the other side. Tap, 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 tap. Do you feel those legs? They are getting so much energy. Hold on to your feet and then lean forward. Maybe you can put your head, your forehead, close to your toes. And maybe not. That's cool too. Whoa, there's so much energy in those legs now. Let's find, oh yes, we are circling. Put your feet together, right? And then we circle over that big, big bucket. Yes, very good. And then the other side. So let's see what we can do with those energized legs. Let's do it again. We do it a little bit faster, okay? And then we stretch them for hero pose. Now let's go. Tap, 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 tap. We start here and we go down to the feet. Tap, 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 tap. Can you go faster? Tap, 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 tap. Oh, yes, I can see it. Now shake the legs out. Right. And then one leg is right in front of you. And the other one you hold on with two hands. And then let's see if you can stretch your leg all the way up. Whoa, yes, very good. And then bend the knee, and then the other side. We hold on to the other foot, the knee is right in front, and then we stretch that other leg all the way up. Yes, beautiful. Max still hasn't said anything. He is just making music with his sticks. Now, tippy, tippy, tat, tat. That was the sound that was happening next. He created the rhythm of the light rain falling on the front windows. Now get your fingers ready. Okay, now stretch the fingers all the way out and twinkle your fingers. And then we twinkle all the way up. One hand goes down. And then the other side, twinkle, 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 all the way up. Perfect. And then lift both arms. And the rain is coming onto your head. So with your fingers, just tap on your head like this. The rain is tapping, you're falling very, very nicely and softly on your head. And the sound it's making is tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap. And then it goes onto our forehead, tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap. And then it goes down the cheek, tippy tip, tap tap. Tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap. Very good. And then it goes down on our chest. Tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap, tippy tip, tap tap. Very good. Do you close your eyes? Can you still feel the rain coming onto your head, onto your forehead, onto your face, and maybe onto your chest? I can still feel it, and it feels good. All right, what happens next? After a while, the clouds moved on and the sun appeared. Cindy, Sean, and Jamal showed up drinking sodas. Hey, Max, what you doing with those hat boxes? Again, Max didn't answer. He just played on the boxes. Dum, dum, dum. But first we say hello to the sun. The rain is gone. And we say hello to the sun. Come all the way up. And we reach up towards the sky. And we say hello, sun. And then we fold forward and we say hello, street. And one more time, hello, sun. And hello, street. Oh, then we are making his friends drinking soda out of those glass buckets. So they're standing on the fence. Hold on to one foot. We come into King Dancer pose. Can you do that? That's a tough pose, guys. Be very careful. So you hold on to one foot. Whoops, see, I'm wobbling. And then with the other foot, you're drinking your soda. Maybe lift up, see, I'm falling down. Can you stand still and holding on to one foot and drinking your soda? Whoa, I think that's really, 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 really hard to do. Whoa, okay. You look pretty awesome doing that. Now, other side, okay? Hold on to the other foot. Yes, and then maybe drink your soda. I don't know what you like, but I like 7-Up. I'm having a 7-Up. Ooh, nice. All right, King Dancer, you guys are awesome. Now, we are, oh yes. So now he is playing on those hat boxes. And he's doing dum, dum, de-dum. Let's see if we can do that. I have a good idea about that. And I was practicing. Let's see if I can get it together. Dum, dum, de-dum. Can you do that? We stomp the foot, then the other, and then we hop. All right? Dum, dum, de-dum. All right, that's my yoga hop for today. Dum, dum, de-dum. You can stomp. Dum, dum, de-dum. All right? Dum, dum, de-dum. Yes! Dum, dum, de-dum. We do it 2 more times. I'm sorry, neighbors. Dum, dum, de-dum, dum, dum, de-dum. Oh, very good. That was the rhythm he was doing. And then Max drummed the beat of the tom-toms in a marching band. But before that, he was playing. Wait a second. Did I forget something? He was playing on those buckets. Oh no, that comes later. All right. Max drummed the beat of a drumming band. So how do we do this? Oh yes, the drumming band, they march first, right? So let's do the marching first. Lift your knees up high and move your arms. Always the opposite arm. Yes, I can see you. You're very good. You could be in a marching band. Can you hold maybe a trumpet? And you can march still? Oh, very good. And now put your hands onto your hips. Can you march in slow motion? Can you lift one knee and stretch it out and put it back down? Can you lift the other knee, stretch it back out, put it down, slow motion, yes. Very good. Lift, straight, back down, lift, straight, back down, lift, straight, back down. Very good. And, oh yes, in the marching pose, let's do, oh yes, diddy diddy dum dum. That's what they were doing. Let's come into, oh yes, put your feet right in the middle of the mat and then open up your feet like this. We come to surfer pose or warrior 2 pose. Put your hands into your hips and then tap your right leg. Tap it. Yes, and then keep the hand there. Turn it out, turn the foot out, and then bend your knee. So you're coming into warrior 2, and then we lift the arms. Very good. And what did I say? Oh yes, patting the knees. So the rhythm was dee 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 dum dum. All right, turn forward. Dee 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 dum dum. Okay, dee 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 dum dum. Or dee 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 dum dum. Dee 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 dum dum. Snap. Dee 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 dum dum. Snap. Dee 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 dum dum. Snap. One more. Dee 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 dum dum. Snap. Hold that warrior 2. You guys are fantastic. And then straighten that front knee. Bring your hands onto your hips. Move that foot back in. Tap your left knee and then turn the left foot out. Turn your right foot in a little bit as well. We do the same thing on the other side. So we bend that knee. We are still the marching band, right? So how do we do that? Dee, 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 dum, dum, snap. 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 I can stop. Dee, 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 dum, dum, snap. Hold. Are you out of breath? I'm out of breath. Whoa. We are one great marching band. And then straighten the knee and bring your hands onto your hips. Put your feet back together and then here, toe, here, toe, here, toe, back together. Sit down. I need a break. All right. Crisscross applesauce, right? So now, what's happening next? What are you up to with those soda bottles? His dad asked as he brought out the garbage cans on his way to work. Max answered on the bottles. Dong, dang, dong. Ha ha, that sounds good to me. So now we are playing on our soda bottles. Can you lift up your foot and show me your foot? This is the first soda bottle. And we put it down, right? And we make a fist. And with the soft part of the fist, we're going to tap our bottle, all right? And we do this. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Can you do it faster? Dong, dong, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Oh, very good. Can you feel that? Can you feel the rhythm in your foot? Oh, I think this is like magic. I can still feel it, right? Let's try the other side. Other foot, right foot. Show me your bottle. Show me your bottle. Yes, maybe you can circle the bottle. Maybe you can wiggle with the toes. Yes. Oh my God. Good bottles. All right. Now get the other hand ready and use the soft part of your fist. What was the rhythm again? Ding, dong, ding. No. Dong, dang, dong. Yes, that was the rhythm Max was doing on the bottles. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. Dong, dang, dong. A little faster. Dong, ding, dong. 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 Hold still. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Can you feel your feet? There's sizzling going on in those feet, right? It feels awesome. So now let's see what happens next. Ding dong ding. His music joined the chiming of the bells in the church around the corner. So first we come into this big, beautiful church pose. This is the biggest and most impressive building you have ever seen, right? So come all the way up, stand up, and pull up your pants if you have to. Bring your hands onto your hips, and then we step our feet out to the side. And we're gonna make this big church building, all right? So we bend the knees, and then we lift our arms. And this is the church, and this is the roof of the church. It is so big. It stretches from one side, stretch all the way to one side. Oh, this is the biggest roof ever. It stretches all the way to the other side of the street. It's like 1 block long. That's a big, big building. And come back. And then straighten the knees again. And now we're going to play a little bit of a game. We're going to play balancing. Find your balance. And the sound, his music, and the church bells are doing this ding, dong, ding. Put your hands into the hips and we go ding, dong, ding. Can you stand still? Ding, dong, ding. Stand still, don't move. Put your arms to the side. Let's do it like this. Ding, dong, ding. Don't move. I see you moving. Ding, dong, ding. Don't move. Freeze. Ding, dong, ding. Freeze. Oh, no, I'm out. Okay. Ding, dong, ding. I think, yes, you guys are really good at that. Now, sit back down. What's happening next? Soon, the twins came out to show off their new hats. Hey, Max, they asked, what are you doing with those garbage cans? Max hammered out a reply on the cans, and it sounded like cling clang, the bang. Ooh, that sounds good too. Cling clang, the bang. Okay, let's see. So first, we're going to do the twins with their new hats. So we come to the front of the mat, we step 1 foot back, and we bend one knee. And then we put on this big, beautiful hat. And what was it? Cling, clang, the bang. Oh, we do that in a minute. So lift up one more time, and then put that hat onto your head. Put your hands onto your hips, step forward. Let's do, it's twins, those are 2, right? Other side. So put your foot forward, bend your knee, and then lift your arms and put that hat on your head. And now we're going to make that rhythm that he did with the garbage cans. Let me see this again. Cling, clang, the bang. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. All right, let's see. Cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang. I can see you doing it really good. Cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang. Very good. Now we're going to lift one arm and we're going to do it on the side when we are in warrior 1 pose. All right, I show you. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Bend the front knee and then lift the arm. And then the other arm goes right onto the side. And we go cling, clang, the bang, 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 cling, clang, the bang. Ooh, very good. Step forward, other side, twins, right? So now, front knee bend, lift your arm, and can you clap this side the same way? Cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang. Oh, very good. Can you feel the sizzling on the inside of the body? Whoa. Sit back down in crisscross applesauce. Sit really tall and just try to feel that rhythm on the side of the body, right? What is the next? Oh yes, cling, clang. The bang is now a really big bang because Max pounded out the sound of the wheels thundering down the tracks under the train on which his father worked as a conductor. And if you know the subway trains in Queens or in Brooklyn when they're outside, they're really loud, right? They're really loud, but they have a good rhythm. So let's do a couple of train rhythms, right? So first, we come into table. Hands underneath your knees, underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, right? And then, I'm really sorry about the neighbors, but this just has to be done today, right? We're gonna bang the feet, and we're gonna start really slow, really slow, really slow. Cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang, cling, clang, the bang. And then we go faster because the train is going faster now. All right, let's go. Cling, clang, 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 clang. Go faster! Go faster! Yay! I can feel it. You guys are awesome. Yes, very, very good. Tuck your toes under. Do you feel your feet still vibrating, right? Tuck the toes under, and now we come into downward facing dog. All the way up. Breathe. And then we walk the feet towards the hands again. And then fold forward and slowly, slowly, slowly come back up. Slowly, slowly come back up. Roll the shoulders back. Now we have clapped the arms. We have clapped the legs and the feet and the face. Like shake everything out. Shake, 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 shake. Can you really shake it out? Yes, very good. So the next thing that happens was suddenly Max heard thump, dee, thump, thump, dee, thump, as a marching band rounded the corner. Now, this sounds, we did the marching band already, but now we're gonna bring it all together, okay? So let's see. Thump, dee, thump. All right. How do we do this? Maybe, oh yes, cross your arms. Thump, dee, thump. Thump, dee, thump. Thump, dee, thump. Thump, dee, thump. We do it a little different now. Thump, dee, thump, thump. Thump, dee, thump, thump. Thump, dee, thump, thump. Thump, dee, thump, thump. I can see you jumping. That is awesome. What was the other one? Oh yes. 1, 2. No, I forgot. I practiced. Okay, let's think of something else. Okay. Thump, thump. We did this before. That was fun. Let's do that again. Okay. Thump, 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 thump. This was really loud yoga today, right? Thump, 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 thump. Really good, guys. All right, lie or sit down onto the floor. Max watched the drummers with amazement as they passed. They had been doing all in unison what he wanted to do or what he did all day long with his 2 sticks. They just fell down from the tree and he had so much fun. He was copying their rhythms. The last drummer saw Max, and then with a nod and a wink, he tossed Max spare sets of sticks. Now reach your arms out, reach them out wide and grab those sticks, catch those sticks and bring them right in front of your heart. With both hands in front of your heart, press on your heart and maybe close your eyes and feel your heart beating, especially after all this jumping and clapping. Breathe. You are very happy that you have those 2 real drumsticks, not just sticks, but real drumsticks. Thanks, called Max. And he didn't miss a beat. Breathe. And now, my friends, we are getting ready for a little bit of sleepy time. Now, maybe you can still feel the patting and the clapping on your arms and maybe even on your legs. So lie down. Maybe you have a pillow and you put the pillow underneath your head. Or maybe, which is even better, you have a blanket. So now get your blanket and lie down. Lie down on your back. And we're gonna do a little bit of another game. Let's see. So lie down and I'm standing up and coming back to the camera so you can hear me a little bit better. But you, my friends, are lying on your back and you become very, very still. And maybe you want to close your eyes. So lie down on your back and maybe rub your hands together like this. And then put them on your eyes and breathe. So lie on your back and maybe wiggle a little bit so you get all the, yes, exactly. And then we do a little bit of a game. So you are making fists with your hands and you squeeze your arms all the way, press them inside your body, press them down into the floor, tense up every muscle in your arms, in your fingers, and then you release, you let go. Your arms are all floppy and soft, and you don't really want to move them at all. Now we do the same thing with your legs. You curl your toes together and you tighten all the muscles in your legs as if you are ready to jump up in the air, but you are not moving at all. You tighten all the muscles, squeeze everything together, squeeze a little harder, and then you are relaxing. You get all floppy and your legs are melting down into the mat and they're so heavy that you don't even want to move them anymore. They're heavy and warm and relaxed. But then you scrunch your face together. You squeeze your eyes and your nose and your mouth. You squeeze all the muscles in your face together. Like you're really, really angry or something smells very, very bad. Squeeze all the muscles. Squeeze even more. And then relax. All the muscles in your face are letting go, floppy. But then you squeeze your hands, your arms, your legs, and your toes. Lie down and squeeze your face, squeeze every muscle in your body, squeeze it really tight, tense everything up, squeeze, like you never squeezed anything before. And then everything gets nice and easy and loose and fluffy, and you feel like you do not want to move. Your arms are feeling warm and relaxed. Your legs are feeling warm and relaxed. You feel safe and light. You feel as light as a little white cloud floating up in the sky. Imagine you are lying on this cloud. This cloud feels soft and fluffy. You are floating higher and higher up into the sky. And now you are surrounded by stars. Their light is soft and twinkling, and it fills you with peace. Take a few moments now to float in peace in the middle of all those stars, the starlight shining on you. Close your eyes and feel the starlight on your skin. Breathe. One more breath. And now it's time to return home. As your cloud drifts slowly down, down, down to the ground. You glow with starlight. And you feel a sense of magic. And then slowly, slowly, slowly take a deep breath in. And then wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then stretch your arms and stretch your legs. And then bend your knees and roll onto your right side. I know you're ready, right? And then sit up in crisscross applesauce. Perfect. Bring your hands in front of your chest. And after 3, we say namaste together. 1, 2, 3. Namaste.